By the end of this video, you'll clearly see market structure on your chart step by step. Even if you've never done this before, I'm Jonathan Jarvis and I'll guide you through it in a way that anyone can follow. It's a calm, simple process that removes all guesswork. Let's start now. So I'm going to demonstrate on this US dollar Japanese yen on a weekly time frame exactly how we look at mapping up that swing and the internal structure so you can see the difference between the two and how you can read this. Now I'm using it on this weekly time frame because I know ahead of time that we've got the internal structure here for me to show you exactly how that works. Now, drop a comment down below if you actually struggle with identifying that internal and that swing structure on a single time frame. Now, there is a way we can actually automate this full process on any pair, any time frame. So I do suggest watching the next video at the end of this video. So let's get into this. Now, the first thing we're going to look at is how do we map out the actual swing structure. I'm going to do this from this area. Now, hopefully you've seen previous videos on this channel. It goes through how we identify those swings, highs and lows, and how we see the actual break of structure. If you haven't, there is some great videos in a playlist, and I will link the playlist above now for you to go through and watch the full playlist after this video if you wish, before you look at using the internal swing structures. So we're going to map out here from the current high here in the market. So let me just use my magnetic tool. Now this is a great tool to use because it can actually make sure it goes on to the valid high. I'm going to make this a solid line. We'll keep it nice and dark. Now this is where we see a break of structure to the upside. Now once we see this move to the upside, we're going to create this swing high and we see this drop to downside. This is where we're using this mechanical way of mapping up our charts for our swing structure. This becomes a valid swing high in the market. And as we see the break to the upside, this would become a valid swing low. Now, when we see this pushing to downside, this is in fact a change in character. Something we'll do in a future video if you understand exactly how this works. But what happens is once we see this break to downside, this remains my valid low and price doesn't actually break that high. You see, we don't even break there either on this weekly time frame, and eventually we go to break it here. So let's just map these out now so you can understand exactly what they are. So we can see that this is a valid BOS to the upside. This was then what we class as a change of character. I'll put it down here so you can see this. Now, as a change of characters, we've gone from a bullish trend to a bearish trend. And this would actually be another change of character as we go back bullish. But within this move here, as the market continues to push up, we pull back and we continue to push up towards this high again. We do have internal structure, just like we have over here. So let me go through both of these areas. We'll continue with the swing structure first, and then I'll go through that internal structure with a dashed line so you can see the difference. Now, when the market pushes up to this area, this becomes a new high. This becomes a continuation with the trend. So now we have a new break of structure. So we've gone from a new change of character to another break of structure. And again, the market shifts again back bearish here with another change of character. As you can see, even with a swing structure, the market will chop up and down very quickly. And that's the way we look at this market structure. It helps you identify different time frames and the same time frame to put everything in alignment. So once we push to downside here, that's going to create a new high here. This becomes my current high in the market. And then we're going to have a new low that we formed down here. Now, again, like I said, don't worry if you understand the mapping out of these levels because you can watch those other videos in that playlist to help you understand this. But this now gives me a high and a low, and we're inside a current trading range. This is a bearish trading range, and we'll map this out now as a current high in the market. So we have a high, and we'll map this out as our current low. So once you understand the process, it's very easy. So let me just change that to the right so we don't have it in the way. So put it over to the right, and we'll change this as well to the right as well. So we have now that current range on a swing structure. Now, before we go through this current area of price, I want to go through this area first. Now we're going to look at the internal structure and exactly the way you're going to map this up. So we use the exact same process, and again, you'll be able to see this going through those other videos in the playlist, but we have the exact same method. Once we see this move downside, we pull back against it and we continue to run down. This high is the start of a potential internal structure. We'll make this a dashed line. Now, once that breaks to the upside, we're going to have what we class as an IBOS now in the market. And that's basically saying it's an internal break of structure. Let me just put it back to the center so we can see it. So we've got a current swing structure to downside, but now we're starting to see an internal structure to the upside. Now, very often when we have a large swing like this, that is when you're going to see that internal structure starting to form. And very often this will align with your lower time frame, like a daily here, swing structure. That's key to remember when you're looking at your structures. So when we continue up here, we have another pullback. What this becomes is a new swing high and a new basically IBOS in the market. So we continue with internal to the upside. And again, as we break out here, you'd have your typical low in the market. Okay, this becomes your high, we pull back and we break out. So there's our current bullish trading range. Now again, as we break up here, this becomes my new low in the market. And as the market comes across, this becomes a new high. And eventually it's a new IBOS. So let me just mark it out. It's an IBOS to the upside. So you can see how we went from that current low in the markets. We went from this bearish bias. We started to go bullish with internal structure. Now, the only way we look to sell at this point is if we see the internal structure shifting back to downside to then show us it wants to go with that current range of the swing structure. So remember, your solid line is the swing structure here. Your dashed line is your internal structure. And obviously you can see a BOS is that break of structure. The IBOS is your internal break of structure. And the change of character is where we see a structure shift. Now, as the market continues to break up here, once we see that new break, new change of character on a swing structure, this internal structure is now forgotten and we just realign with the swing structure and we look for the start of a new internal structure. So that doesn't happen until we see this pull back here. So once we see a break to downside, so let me just get rid of this line. So you can see that's our internal structure to the upside there. Once we see this drop here to downside, we break out, we pull back, and we see this pullback to downside. This is a start of a potential internal structure again. Now, it's not validated now until we see it close through, which we get right there. So this in fact shows me, and let me just grab and we'll change that to IBOS again so you can see. So this is showing me the continuation of an internal structure now is bullish. And once we then see a shift back through this level, that is basically showing me the IBOS back to downside, or you could even call that a change of character as well. So now we're back bearish. So from that point in the market, we then create a high here. We continue down and we form a low here. So this internal structure is now aligned when we look at it with our swing structure. So we went bullish and went back bearish with our internal structure. We never did that over here because our last high low, should I say, is here. We never broke back down. We continue bullish all the way up. Now here, we've actually gone from a bullish back to a bearish bias. On a lower time frame here, you can look for potential sales to downside. Until the market gets to this low, then we start to make a pullback. And that's where you go down to a lower time frame like a daily, you're most likely going to start seeing the daily shifting structure heading back higher. And we'll have a look at that in a second. This now becomes my valid high of the internal structure. This is still my valid low of that internal structure. So we have a swing structure here is bearish on a potential pullback. We come back to this previous high again and we sweep it. Now, I'm not going into much detail here, but there is an area of imbalance here and an area of supply. Now, you'll find those inside that playlist I suggested earlier on. And this is where we see the area of price. If we just mark it out, this high is being swept right now above this high into this area of imbalance here to left. Now, if this holds and it doesn't continue up bullish to remove that imbalance and take out this previous high here and continue with another change of character, we could see price holding and start to shift to back to downside. Now, this is going to show us more on a lower time frame than with this time frame here on the weekly. The one thing I want you to take away from this is understanding the difference of how we look at that swing structure and that internal structure. Without going into too much depth for anything else, that is the key point to understand. Now we'll align with the swing structure with the internal structure. We're just looking to see if the market's going to hold here to run back down for these lows down here, which is a low of the actual swing and internal. Drop to daily time frame, and we're likely to be able to see right here is where the market actually shifts on a daily time frame. So this is a previous high on a daily. So this becomes an actual structure shift on a daily. So let me just change this to a BOS and we'll add a D there so you can just see the difference. So at this point in time, okay, we've actually shifted back bullish here on a daily on this swing move to the downside. And this is where we can now start to look for a move back higher. And the market does show us the swing move higher here. And we continue to break up again. We break structure once again. So we have another BOS on a daily. So you can see how you can actually look at this as a larger swing from that weekly internal here. And then you've got another weekly swing here on a swing structure. And then you can start to see where the break of structure starts to occur on the daily. Now, even here on the daily, we can look for that internal structure. So once we see this move to downside here and we start to pull back, this is the start of a potential internal structure. So we have the same thing on both timeframes, okay? So on the weekly or here on the daily. So you can see where we have the push down, we start to pull back and we start to shift and create an internal structure. The same again, we start to pull back here after a new break of structure, and this is the start of potential internal structure, and we shift back bullish there. So this can be applied to any time frame, okay, any pair, and it's very simple once you understand the difference between your swing and your internal structures here. If you want to see a companion tool that automates this entire system in seconds, watch this next video, Market Structure Hack Tool Proven Fix. That shows the process inside the tool for instant results.